guys a little update on my health journey. I wish I had great news. I don't know. It's not good or bad, I guess. I did want to talk to you about the book I did. A lot of people were asking about it, and it was Keto Green by Dr. Anna Cabeca. It was a great read. I skimmed through it in a couple of days because that's the kind of girl I am. And I did incorporate a lot of the principles for about 2 weeks. And during that 2 weeks, I lost 4 pounds, and my blood sugars did improve during that time, but I was also off work. So I'm having a hard time separating what is truly being caused by stress and what is truly related to my diet. So at that time, my blood sugars had gotten down into the 125 to 135 range. And the Keto Green diet basically consists of about 40 carbs a day because you're not limiting vegetables as much, and you're really incorporating a lot of green vegetables. And her premise is to be alkaline, that helps your body hormonally and in many other ways. So I was doing all that. I was really having the greens. We were eating a lot of salads, clean proteins, mostly chicken, fish, very little red meat, although she allowed it. We just didn't do it. And then I was coming at the end of that 2-week period, and we do butcher box, which I think I've talked about on the channel, and I had a lot of pork and things like that left in my freezer. So I decided on the 3rd week I would make my own meal plan, and that's what I started. So the 3rd week I did my own meal planning, which incorporated like pork chops, leaner cuts of pork. I was also during this time intermittent fasting, so I was not eating until lunch, and that went on throughout the whole 3-week period. So I did have some success. I continued into the 3rd week. I think I lost another pound. So mostly meat and vegetables. That was mainly what I was eating, and the intermittent fasting. Now at the same time, I'm doing my program, which I've talked to you guys about through the Integrative Institute for Nutrition. I'm studying during this time about not cutting out whole food groups. That it's really important to have a variety in your diet, eat whole foods and fruits to get everything you need. So after that 3rd week, I've stopped really doing the low carb thing as much. I wasn't focused on it like I had been. And so for the past, 3 or 4 weeks now, I've been really careful about, like during the week especially, focused on like lean cuts of meat and lots of vegetables. But I've put some fruit back into my diet, some apples, berries, like blueberries, strawberries, and I have stopped intermittent fasting. Some things I had done some research on, with my cortisol level being high, a lot of people will say that fasting is a form of stress. So I decided to go back and try adding breakfast back into my routine. I don't know, y'all. I'm just not getting anywhere. To be honest, I'm quite discouraged. This week, my blood sugars have been running in the 165 to 175 range again. Now, work is super stressful, as always. So I don't know how to fix that. I don't have the ability at this time to get a different job. So I don't really know what to do to fix the stress. I'm trying hard. I'm doing counseling to try to change my outlook on stress. Maybe some things in my personal life that I need to work on to help with that. But I don't know. I'm open to suggestions. If you guys have a way to help, if you have a really stressful job, hey, write me a comment. I need some help. But at this point, what I'm going to try to do going forward is be really, really, really in tune with what I feel like my body needs. Now, I struggle with that. I'm a binge eater. I have an eating disorder of sorts that gets me off track really easy. So I'm afraid I'm not in tune enough to know what my body really does need. So like, I'm not sure if I've healed enough from my binge eating issue to be in tune with what I know my body needs. A lot of people say, gosh, I know I need berries this week. I'm craving sweets. I need berries. Girl, when I crave sweets, I'm going to get me a chocolate candy bar because I'm stressed. And that's what happens when you stress eat. Your body's going to crave more sugar, more carbs. So I'm just on the struggle bus. I'm not going to lie. I am really concerned about my blood sugar. I'm trying not to weigh on the scale anymore because that really gets me off track. If I don't see that number change, I'm just done for. So what I'm going to try to do is focus on the blood sugars. And I don't know. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I'm probably going to weigh at a monthly interval instead of every week. I just don't do well with weekly weighing. I think it's too hard to stay on track for me, and I know that. It gets me off course really quickly. So that's the update on the health. Let me just talk a little bit about school now because I can kind of put those two together. I absolutely love my program. I'm so excited to get to offer like health coaching to people and help other people with their issues as I'm working on myself. You know, I think it's important, and he said something yesterday that just struck home with me. The founder of the program smoked while he was starting his health coach business. And that was liberating for me. So I've been concerned this whole time that people weren't going to take me serious as a health coach because I do have my own problems and I am struggling to get my own weight under control. But him saying that was so liberating because we do not have to know all the answers or even have ourselves together because our health is an evolving thing. It's going to be changing as we age in different seasons of our life. So I think, just like with a lot of things, just like being a Christian, if we appear to have it all together all the time, it's hard for people to connect with us. So I'm hoping that my own struggle will be a place of connection to help others. So anyway, I found this week's lessons to be totally liberating in that regard, that I don't have to have it all together to feel like I can help other people with their own health journey. I have learned some great things that I'm going to try to incorporate soon, so I'm hoping to be able to talk to you about those as I decide to incorporate them into my own diet and lifestyle. But right now, with the holidays coming, I'm just going to try to really eat clean and healthy and get through Thanksgiving, because a lot of the things that I've learned this week would take about 6 months to actually really do. So I don't know, we'll see, but I'll be talking to you about those later. And just know that you know, we're in this together. We talk about this every time, but I need some volunteers. So if you're interested in doing a health history with me, just send me an email. I'll be glad to do that with you. And I'll keep you up to date on how things are going. And I really appreciate you watching today. I hope you'll like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch you in the next one.